dear students, myself Gangadhar Solanke, and I welcome you all to the MC James virtual classroom.
My dear students, today's our subject is EVS part 2, and in the EVS part 2 we're learning about how we came to be. The heading or the title of our textbook is How We Came to Be. And in this textbook we're learning about the evolution of mankind. The first chapter of EVS second was what is history. And in that, we learned about the concept of history or the definition of history, a science that tells us about events in the past. A science that tells us about events in the past, which is called history. Then the scientific method of history, history and us, how history is related to us or how history is important. Then the past and the future. In the second topic, history and the concept of time, we learnt about divisions of time and the timeline, which includes day and night, week, year, measurement of time and methods of measuring time, historical periods and scientific methods of measuring time and establishing age. Then in the third chapter, which was life on earth, we learnt about formation of the earth, how earth formed, beginning of life on the earth. Now here these two things are important and different. जैसे अर्थ फॉर्म हुई और उसके बाद अर्थ पे लाइफ स्टार्ट हुई. So the first thing is formation of the earth and the second one beginning of life on the earth, and the third point in that chapter, the animal world on the earth. Then in fourth chapter, evolution, we talked about the concept of evolution, the stages of evolution of animals and apes. In fifth one, we learned evolution of mankind and the stages of evolution. In that, the skilled man, Homo erectus, Homo neanderthal, Homo sapiens, Homo sapiens sapiens and civilization. So in short, we can say that in the 5th standards EVS, we are studying about this journey. We are talking about this journey. We are learning about this journey from apes to mankind or from apes to human being. Now, in the 6th chapter, we are going to talk about the next stage in the evolution of mankind or in the development of human being, and that is Stone Age, stone tools. In this topic, we are going to cover the points, types and forms of tools according to the type of task, and Stone Age stone tools. Now on the screen, you can see different tools here. This one, then this, then this one. These are the tools on the screen which you can see. But these tools were developed by the man step by step, and that is what today we are going to learn. So first of all, we'll just try to understand the concept of Stone Age, what exactly Stone Age means. A period of time during which people made lasting tools and weapons mainly from stone, the earliest known period of human culture. So where the tools were made by stone, that is why it is called Stone Age. And this period is also the earliest known period of human culture, where the development of culture started or the different things related with the culture started. So Stone Age, basically how to keep in mind, how to learn this or how to make it easy, ऐसा पीरियड, ऐसा ये जहाँ पर लोगों ने जो वेपन बनाए, टूल्स बनाए, वो स्टोन से बनाए, इसीलिए हम इसे स्टोन एज कहते हैं. Now here, if we saw a shiny object buried in the ground, what would we do? Not take it out. What we do to take it out? Here it is 2. If we saw a shiny object buried in the ground, what would we do to take it out? Now the simple things which we can do, we could scrap. We would scrap it out with our fingers. Very easy thing. Then if not possible, then we might try to dig it out with a twig or stick. We would have to look for a pointed stone. If that also did not work, then we'd have to look for a pointed stone, and that should do the job. But if it still doesn't, then we would have to get an iron rod to dig that shining object out. Now all these 4 things or 4 options which shows us that we need to choose the tool according to the demand of the task. If it is very easy or it is on the surface of the land, then we can easily take it out with our fingers. लेकिन अगर पॉसिबल नहीं है तो किसी ट्विक से या स्टिक से हम उसे निकालेंगे. उससे भी पॉसिबल नहीं है, देन वी कैन यूज पॉइंटेड स्टोन. एंड इफ दैट ऑल्सो डजेंट वर्क, वो भी काम नहीं कर रहा है, तो फाइनली वी हैव टू गो फॉर द आयरन रॉड. So it depends on the work or it depends on the task which type of or which kind of tool we have to use or we are going to use. For example, here you can see choice of the tool is very important. This shows that we need to choose the tool according to the demand of the task. It depends on the task. For example, if your teacher asks you to make a greeting card of New Year or of any particular occasion, then the tools which we need for that: scissor, we need sketch pens or color pencils or colors we need, then the paper we need, eraser, sharpener, all these things we need. Depends on the task. Depends on the task, selection of tools is best. Now here, types and forms of tools according to the type of task. In this, the first one, availability of resources. First of all, the task. Then according to the task, what is available, that we have to think, that we have to decide. Then second thing, minimal use of time and energy. We need to use tool which should save our time, which should save our energy. ऐसा नहीं कि 1 घंटे का काम है और हमने ऐसा टूल यूज़ किया कि वो पूरा करने के लिए हमारे 4-5 घंटे चले गए. सो द time and energy, saving time and energy is very important. Then maximum efficiency in minimum time. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा और अच्छा काम हो सके ऐसे टूल्स हमें यूज़ करने हैं. मैक्सिमम इफिशियंसी एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, स्किल ऑफ हैंडलिंग टूल्स. स्किल ऑफ हैंडलिंग tools which is acquired through practice. Now while making greeting card, you need to use scissor, so it is very important to use scissor carefully or cutter carefully, but by practice you can use that regularly. So here, skill of handling tools which is acquired through practice. So all the 4 things which are very important when we think about the task: availability of resources, that what is available, minimal use of time and energy, which should save our time and energy, maximum efficiency, quality of work in less time, and the skill of handling tools which is acquired through practice. So all these 4 points are very important while going for any task or to complete any kind of work. Now here, by these points, now we are going to understand how the man started using different tools and how it evolved. So apes like the chimpanzee also use stones to break seeds and nuts. Here in the images you can see सीड्स को और नट्स को फोड़ने के लिए, तोड़ने के लिए एप्स ने पत्थर का यूज किया. Apes like the chimpanzee also use stones to break seeds and nuts. So here availability of resources, stone. Minimal use of time and energy, yes, absolutely. It saves energy, it saves time. Maximum efficiency, yes. And the skill of handling tools. पहले एप को नहीं जमा होगा चिंपैंजी को, लेकिन धीरे धीरे उसे कैसे हाथ में पकड़ना है, उसे कैसे फोड़ना है, ये सब प्रैक्टिस से उन्हें आ गया. So this is what is skill of handling tools which is acquired through practice. And not only the stones, they use sticks to steer the ants out from ant hills to catch them. Here again you can see. This is what is the use of brain for using tools for the different tasks. पहला टास्क क्या था? नट्स या सीड्स को तोड़ना है तो पत्थर का यूज किया. यहाँ पर एंड्स को बाहर निकालना है एंड हिल से. देन ही यूज्ड व्हाट? स्टिक्स. Humans to have always been using tools such as bones, stones, dried twigs and sticks as tools. Nowadays we don't have tools of bones or stones or dried twigs or sticks, but in the beginning humans used tools such as bones, stones, dried twigs and sticks. But if we compare this with today's period, then we have number of tools of different metals. जैसे हमारे घर में स्क्रू ड्राइवर होता है, हथौड़ा होता है, या फिर कहीं पर कुछ फिट करने के लिए हम अलग अलग चीज़ें यूज़ करते हैं. ऑल दीज आर द टूल्स एंड दीज टूल्स आर नाउ इन metal form. But if we talk about the Stone Age, then the tools of bones, stones, dried twigs and sticks were used by man. Here on the screen you can see the tools of different shapes and of different sizes. A scraper, this one, chopper, here different tools and the shapes. These are of bones, ये bones के बने हैं. Stones, then dried twigs and sticks, or we can say, with continuous and minute observation. With continuous and minute observation, experimentation and their inborn imagination. Three things which are very important in any kind of creative work, that is observation, experimentation and imagination. So with continuous and minute observation, not only the continuous but the minute observation, experimentation and their inborn imagination, humans learned that they could sharpen rods, bones, sticks and stones into tools to carry out their tasks more efficiently. Here on the screen again you can see how they were trying to make tools or giving it shape. So the first thing observation, उन्होंने ऑब्जर्व किया कि किस तरह के टूल्स हम बना सकते हैं. फिर एक्सपेरिमेंट किया, ऐसे नहीं कि पहली बार कोई टूल बनाया और उसका बहुत अच्छे से यूज़ हुआ, उस पर बहुत सारे एक्सपेरिमेंट करने पड़े. देन बाय द इमेजिनेशन कि ये ऐसा हो सकता है, ये ऐसा हो सकता है, ऐसे अलग अलग तरह के इमेजिनेशन करके, ऑब्जर्वेशन करके, एंड देन बाय फाइनली यूजिंग experimentation, humans learned that they could sharpen rods, bones, sticks, and stones into tools to carry out their tasks more efficiently. They also learned that they could give these objects any shape desired, and the shape is very important in the tools. So by observation, by experimentation, and by imagination, not only they started making tools, but they also learned that they could give these objects any shape desired. Again on the screen you can see the tools with different shapes. This one, this one, these are of different shapes. Then this, we saw that stone tools were found with the remains of Homo habilis, about which we learned, and we can say that he made them because they were found near his remains. We are concluding that because these tools were found near his remains. But again the question, did he make only stone tools? And the answer is no, because he made tools from other materials as well. On the screen again you can see the tools made by humans thousands of years ago. Only the stone tools can be found today. Now again the same question, why only stone tools are available or can be found? Tools made from bone are rarely found, but since twigs and sticks decompose easily, we do not find any tools made from them, but only stone tools we can see in the different museums. On the screen you can see the tools which were found in the excavations, which are of different shapes and sizes, and also by observing these tools we can understand or we can take chance of saying the use of these tools. टूल्स देख के हमें समझ में आ सकता है कि कौन कौन से पर्पस के लिए टूल्स यूज़ किए जा सके होंगे. Tool made from stones and bones. A chopper made from a pebble, a scraper, a circular hammer stone, a chopper made from a flake of stone, and a borer made from a bone, an antler used as pick. And one by one, see the pictures. A chopper made from a pebble of different sizes and of different shapes. Then a scraper, third one, a circular hammer stone, then a chopper made from a flake of stones. Here you can see. Next one, a borer made from a bone. So bone tools, stone tools, and also tools of twigs or sticks. And here it is, an antler used as a pick. Tools made from stones and bones. A chopper made from a pebble, a scraper, a circular hammerstone, a chopper made from a flake of stone, a borer made from a bone, an antler used as a pick. This is the image which is given in our textbook. First, a chopper made from a pebble, a scraper, second one, third one, a circular hammerstone, then the fourth, a chopper made from a flake of stone, a borer made from a bone, fifth one, and the sixth, an antler used as a pick. The period from which mainly stone tools are found is called the Stone Age. Now this one is the simple definition of the Stone Age given in our textbook. The period from which mainly stone tools are found. ऐसा पीरियड जहां से हमें स्टोन टूल्स मिलते हैं उस पीरियड को स्टोन एज कहा जाता है. वेरी सिंपल. The Stone Age is divided into three periods on the basis of the shape and the types of tools found. So here shape and the types important. Now in this three types, first one, Old Stone Age or Paleolithic Age. Here Paleolithic, paleo means old and lithos means stone, so Old Stone Age or Paleolithic Age. Then Middle Stone Age or Mesolithic Age. Again the meaning of the word meso, which means middle, so it is Middle Stone Age or Mesolithic Age. And the third one, New Stone Age or Neolithic Age. Here neo means new, that is why it is New Stone Age or Neolithic Age. All these are the three types of the Stone Age, or Stone Age is divided into three periods. But it is very important to understand that it is divided on the basis of the types and the shapes of the tools. ओल्ड स्टोन एज में हमें कुछ बहुत ही पुराने तरीके के स्टोन टूल्स मिलेंगे कंपेयर टू मिडिल स्टोन एज, जिसमें कुछ एडवांस रहेगा, थोड़ी बहुत उसमें चेंजेस है. एंड व्हेन वी कंपेयर दिस विद द न्यू स्टोन एज, देन द different tools than the old stone age and middle stone age. Different means tools of stone, but उसमें कुछ टेक्निक्स उन्होंने अलग से यूज की है, उन्हें थोड़ा लुक दिया है, उन्हें थोड़ा शेप दिया है, उनके टाइप्स बढ़ गए हैं. So these are the periods of stone age: old stone age, middle stone age and new stone age. In the today's part of this topic, we learnt about the types and forms of tools according to the type of task, which includes availability of resources, minimal use of time and energy, maximum efficiency, skill of handling tools which is acquired through practice. In this topic, this is the thing which is very important to understand. अगर आपको स्कूल से घर जाने के लिए कहा है और आपका घर स्कूल से बहुत दूर है, तो डिपेंड्स अपॉन द अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ रिसोर्सेस. आप ऑटो से जाएंगे, टैक्सी से जाएंगे, बस से जाएंगे, ट्रेन से जाएंगे, या फिर आप वॉकिंग करते हुए जाएंगे, देन इट विल टेक टाइम एंड ऑल्सो एनर्जी. आपकी टाइम और एनर्जी नहीं सेव होगी. लेकिन अगर ट्रांसपोर्टेशन की कोई भी फैसिलिटी आप यूज़ करते हैं तो मैक्सिमम इफ़िशियंसी, आप कम से कम टाइम में, कम से कम एनर्जी में वहाँ पर पहुँच जाएंगे. So it depends on the task that which type of tool we are going to use. Then in this part we discussed about the Stone Age tools and how it is divided into three periods: Old Stone Age, Middle Stone Age and Neo Stone Age. In the next part of this topic, or the second part of this topic, we are going to learn about Old Stone Age in detail, then the Middle Stone Age and New Stone age. Please subscribe the channel and press bell icon to get notifications.
So my dear students, this is all for today. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe, take care.